Kathleen Trainer watching her teenage daughter Cassidy ride at the family horse ranch. Kathleen and her husband Mike have built a life for their family in this quiet, tranquil surrounding of rural Oklahoma.
Being connected with the land is being close to God and your family, and there's a lot of a benefit of the farming lifestyle. You know, it really brings you close to who you really are.
This mellow lifestyle far, far removed from the pain and noise that erupted and overtook them on April 19, 1995. In this devastation 20 years ago, Kathleen's 4-year-old daughter Ashley and Ashley's grandparents, Luther and LaRue Trainer, Michael's mom and dad, were killed. Luther and LaRue had taken Ashley with them as they ran an errand to the Social Security office inside the Murrah building that morning. 2 years later, Kathleen took the witness stand in Denver at the mass murder trial of Timothy McVeigh. Her husband Michael was in the courtroom listening.
I only heard her and the woman before, and just those two stories, it was all I could do not to want to cry myself. It was real emotional.
Kathleen stunned the courtroom when she testified that 6 months after the bombing, the medical examiner called with the news they had recovered part of Ashley's hand.
They heard that, and I think it shocked everyone in the courtroom. There were gasps from the jury. Lisa Lenz was one of the artists that agreed to paint children who had been taken by tragedy, and Ashley was selected by her.
Paintings of Ashley adorn the walls of the Trainer's home as Kathleen and Michael's strong spirit fills it.
There's a lot to live for, and tragedy defines you, refines you, but it doesn't stop you.
And Michael found a unique and powerful way to wage his own war against the pain of April 19th.
I know I felt extremely helpless during the time frame of the bombing, and it upset me that there was nothing I could do to have helped prevent it or something like that. So I started looking for ways to do that, and I became a full-time National Guardsman in 2000. And about that time, they were creating a unit called the 63rd Civil Support Team. And I kind of set my goal on that, becoming a part of that unit, because they were designed to combat weapons of mass destruction.
Was that your way to fight back?
It was. I've been on the team now for 4 years, and it is the best job for what I feel like I need to do.
But in 2006, the unbelievable happened to the Trainers. Another cruel twist of fate, cruel twist of tragedy, when Zach, Ashley's brother, a teenager then, died from a sudden cardiac arrest while training for soccer.
I had to bury another child, you know. I tell people that sometimes I grieve more for Zach than I do for Ashley, because at least with Ashley, I had somebody to be mad at. You know, with Zach, he was just taken, you know, there wasn't anything that anybody did. It was just a tragedy. You know?
A lot of dark times to fight through for the Trainers, but also blessings. After Ashley was killed, Kathleen had her tubal ligation surgery reversed in hopes of having another child. One day, the home pregnancy test had some welcome news for them.
We had gone to the grocery store when I was unloading the groceries, and it was beginning to rain, and she rushed in, took her test, comes running out, and she says, "Guess what? I'm pregnant," and hugged me. And about that time, lightning struck right across the road over it. Just boom!
Like an exclamation point.
Yeah.
Cassidy, now 16, is the apple of her parents' eye, and the family feels blessed to have another girl in the family.
Not so much to replace Ashley, but the fact that now she did have a daughter she could maybe see through to proms and weddings and things like that.
A legacy. She is a perfect example of how God blesses you even in the midst of tragedy.
Whenever possible, they're together, taking their horses on long trail rides all through Oklahoma, never taking anything for granted, living one day at a time, and holding on tight to what they have.
That's one of the things we've learned. You can move on.